BSP. Here's your host, Boxing News.
Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford are both great fighters. Both of these guys are elite fighters. Both of these guys are pound for pound talent. And a lot of people talk about this fight and they talk about it from a racial lens, a biased lens, a hater lens. And you got to think about it. Terence Crawford has beat a lot of guys. He's destroyed Errol Spence. He destroyed a lot of fanboys' hopes and dreams. And with that, the Errol Spence fan base was divided. Half of the Errol Spence fanboys have teamed up on Terence Crawford's side. The other half have teamed up on Canelo's side. And so you see these Errol Spence fanboys are simply just hating both ways. You also see fanboys that have always hated Canelo Alvarez, racially motivated and charged haters that have always hated Canelo Alvarez, have teamed up on the Bud side. So you've seen the hate and racism and bias has gone both ways. And look, let me just be real about it. At the end of the day, you know a real fan from a fake one. A real fan is going to talk about these guys as both great fighters because the real boxing fans know they're both great fighters. They're both talented elite fighters. They're both pound for pound fighters. See, that's the difference between a real fan and a hater. There's a lot of hater fans, and those hater fans are guys that are, they're David Benavidez fan, and they just want to see Canelo lose to Bud. That's not a Bud fan. That's not a Bud fan. Guys that are saying, Bud is trash and he sucks and he gets stopped in one round and he doesn't deserve anything and he's this and he's that. Those are not true Canelo fans. Those are Bud haters. So we got to keep it honest and unbiased both ways around this whole thing, is that there's a lot of haters mixed in this. Canelo has a lot of haters from whooping a lot of ass for many years. So does Bud Crawford. So both of these guys are great elite pound for pound fighters, but that's the way you can tell a hater from a boxing fan. If they're saying, oh, Canelo Alvarez, he's Deontay Wilder, he only got a big punch and he's trash. That's a hater. That's not a Bud fan. You get people saying that Terence Crawford, Terence Crawford, he's not pound for pound. He's not top 5. Those guys are not boxing fans. Those are not Canelo fans. Those are Bud haters. So we got to be honest and unbiased about it. Both of these guys are great fighters. Both of these guys deserve respect. I'm a fan of both fighters, and you don't have to have a racially charged narrative to be able to like one guy, to root for one guy, to applaud one guy, to big up one guy. You're pushing a racially biased narrative, and that's not what boxing's all about. You can like Canelo and Crawford, and you can pick Canelo, and you can pick Bud. It really doesn't matter. That doesn't make you a hater, a fanboy, or a troll. What makes you a hater, a fanboy, and a troll is to discredit one of the fighters and say that they're trash, they're not worthy, they're garbage, when they're both elite great fighters. So please be honest and unbiased and separate the real from the fake. Both of these guys are great fighters, and both of them deserve respect.